this video we're going to take a look at the Madness song It Must Be Love. And not a lot of people realise, as I didn't, that it is actually a cover version of a 1970 Labi Siffre song. But it's a brilliant song, and it starts off A minor to A minor 9. Now there's a lot of confusion over this, and one of the reasons is it's played on piano, the introduction, and when you adapt piano to guitar, sometimes it throws up a lot of conflicting ideas about what the chords should be. And it is interesting because the official book tells you to go from an A minor to E minor, which doesn't sound wrong in itself. Somewhere on ultimateguitar.com it tells you to go from an A minor to that chord, which I believe is an A5 9, and then you've got, which does sound more accurate. Now the reason is, so if this bit's boring, flick over about 30 seconds and I'll be over my explanation. An E minor chord has an E, a G and a B in it. An A minor 9 has an A, a C and an E, G and B in it. So if you miss out the A and C, you've still got E, G and B. The A5 9, or you could have an A9, which would be A, C sharp, then it has an E, G and B in it. So you can see where there's a conflict there. To my ear, that does sound more. But if you're a beginner and you don't like bar chords, if you go from the A minor to E minor, if your emphasis is on the top 4 strings, it kind of sounds right. So it's up to you. So your introduction, be A minor like that, and then your little finger to the B note on the 7th fret of high E. And then you're going to continue with that for the first verse. So I'll sing that through. I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about you. So A minor, I never, A minor 9, thought I'd miss you, A minor, half as much as I, and then we're going to go to G, C slash G, and then a bar chord G, and slide up one to the A flat, back to A minor for the next line. I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about G, C slash G, G, and then it could be G5, G5 slash F sharp like that, and then we're into our pre-chorus. As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know it's you I need to take the blues away. So E minor. Now it's interesting if you listen to it, because it starts off on piano, then it goes all reggae. And Madness are one of those bands, because at the time in the 80s, because they were called Madness and always like laughed around and made funny videos, people didn't necessarily take them musically seriously. But if you actually listen to the tracks, they're really up there musically, and there's a lot of dynamics going on. And like this one, it almost changes to a reggae beat, which if you were going to play along with the record, you'd kind of have to like change. If you're doing it acoustically, you would just stick in the same vein as the intro, if that makes sense. So anyway, E minor. Soon as I A7 wake up, every day minor night, every E7 day, A minor. I know it's you. Now we're going to go A minor 7, put our finger on there on the bass G for an A minor 7/G, to D7, thumb on for the F sharp on the second fret of E for a D7/F sharp. Take the blues a day way. Now the piano kind of goes, not exactly, but it's adapted for guitar. So you've got that. Soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know it's you I need to take the blues away. And then we're going to our chorus. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. So going from a G, it must be B minor, love, love, C, and then you're going to go C, D. And again, it must be love, love, love. Then on the C, nothing more, D, nothing less. C/E, which is a C chord with the bottom E string in it. Love is the best. Now verse 2 is almost the same as verse 1, but it's kind of got a reggae beat and you can hear the guitar on it. So we're going to do it like this. How can it be that we can say so much without words? Bless you, bless me, bless the bees and the birds. So the only change there is, if you, like I say, if you listen to the record, there's a bit of a reggae beat going on, but how can it be that we can say so much without? And then we're going to, it kind of goes da 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 da. Then again, bless you, bless me, bless the bees and the da 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 da. That keeps you right on that bit. Then we go to our pre-chorus, which same as before. I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Now we have a solo. That can be quite confusing, but really it's just fairly straightforward, and it's just like verse 2 being played through again. We then have the pre-chorus, again the same. As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know it's you I need to take the blues away. Chorus is slightly different. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Let that ring and don't go to D. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Another chorus, and I'll just play it through and it'll make sense. It must be love, love, love. Again, love. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. So there on that chorus you're playing the G, B minor, C to D 4 times, then ending on the last line, where normally the chorus you're doing it twice and on the last line. So it is slightly different. So I hope that helps, and I hope that explains a little bit about when you do, maybe doing guitar lessons and you're adapting piano for guitar. I remember years ago doing the chords for Life on Mars, inundated with messages saying that the chords were wrong. It wasn't that they were wrong, it's because when they're being adapted from piano, it throws up so many different ways of doing it, and I hope that that first explanation kind of explains why you get that, because sometimes you can think, how is an A minor 9 anything like an E minor? So I hope that explains that. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that helps you be able to play on acoustic guitar. It Must Be Love by Madness.